Good morning, everybody. Well, it's afternoon actually, and I just put up a haul video of what I did, what I got at a 75% off sale haul. And I'm getting some laundry done right now, and I decided it's hot, but it's not like so hot I can't stand it. But I wanted to do a project. I have not done any crafting in so long, so I decided that I am going to, I got this at an estate sale for $2 and it's missing the pegs, but I have pegs to put in here. Hey, Miss Paula, I'm doing a craft project today. I got this really nice cutout piece of wood, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint it with this DIY paint, and it's called Jupiter. And no, not Jupiter, Juniper. And then I'm going to use an IOD transfer. And so these are the pictures that I could cut apart and put on this, or I can cut apart some of these. And I really don't know which one I'm gonna use yet until I get the paint on here. So I'll see. So what I did before we all started was before I started this was I got this crud cutter, and I always wash my furniture with just a shop cloth and get any dirt or any particles that might be on it. So I do that. I am actually working on, I'm gonna aim you down here a minute. Let's hope I don't drop my phone. Okay, this is my mother's fold-out table from the 1950s. So I'm not worried, it's already got marks on it. So, I mean, I guess I could put something underneath it, but guess what? I don't have anything to put underneath it. So Paula, if you don't mind like helping me out with comments, because I'm gonna be painting and looking. So it's, you know me, I can't do two things at once. But anyways, how's your Sunday going? I got up super early to go to an estate sale, and it was well worth it. That's all I can say. It was well worth it. Hey, Salamakan. Oh, I know. I pictured me being on the back porch with you, and I pictured me just walking over with my own tea and saying, let's go sit outside. Let's go up on the hill. Let's take Rambo for a tractor ride. I just picture myself doing it. Paula, you're my moderator because I am obviously doing two things at once, and I'm stepping away because I need to get a screwdriver to open this can. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't get the can open, and by the way, you gotta shake this. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm hoping it's still good. I usually, when I'm paint, I will usually put cellophane on the can after I open it, but this time I didn't, so I was afraid. But I'm doing this juniper green as a base paint, and literally there's no technique to this. I'm just using a decent brush, and this will take a couple of, I don't know, can you guys see it? I'm trying to make it so I can at least see the screen a little bit. Anyways, this will take a couple, probably 2 coats to cover it, to get the coverage that I want. And so I'm just, like I said, I already cleaned it. And now I'm just going to brush. Now this particular paint, this DIY paint that I'm using, it's the Cottage Colors, and it's an all-in-one, no, it's step 1. So you put this on, and then you have to seal it. And then once I seal it, I can put my transfer, my IOD transfer on. So yeah, it's got a couple steps to it. I do have some paint that's like an all-in-one, so you don't have to seal it. But I liked this color, so I decided to go with this color. But I'll be honest with you, I'm looking at it and I think it's too, I don't know. Well, we'll see after a second coat gets on it, but right now it looks a little too, I don't know, blue-green maybe? I'm not an artist. I need Evie on here to tell me, is this in the blue hue? So yeah, I'm gonna get this on, and then I might add some wax to it, some like dark wax, so that it'll make it look a little more cottagey. But I don't know, I'm just messing around because I haven't painted for so long. I haven't done any projects in so long. I don't go in my craft room because everything is stuck up there since the kids are staying with us while their house is getting renovated. I have everything just kind of, we have that back, my craft room closed off. And I went in there the other day to get something and I was just too overwhelmed. I couldn't do anything back there because I was just getting so overwhelmed and so anxious. Who else is on here? Yes, thank you for joining us. Where are you located? What part of the world are you located in? I'm in the southern USA. And I live near an airport, so you can hear the planes going over. So I've noticed a trend, a few of us in our store have noticed a trend that this country cottage look is coming back from the 80s. Did you guys have, did you do your house? I did. Okay, so this is ridiculous. I had a border, I painted a border with the checkered green, a little bit more hunter green than this. And then for the 2 times a year, in the spring and summer, I would put up like watermelon drape toppers, and then I would put up watermelon, all the watermelon little trinkets. Any trinket you can imagine. My house was covered with watermelons for the spring and summer. And then when it got to be fall and winter, I put cows. I loved cows. So I had every country looking cow imaginable. And so I have obviously changed my decor over the past almost 40 years. And I don't do that country cottage anymore, but I'm noticing more and more people are coming into our antique store and they're looking for ducks, wooden ducks, hearts. They're looking for all kinds of this country cottage kind of thing, like what my house was when I got married in the 80s, 90s, early 90s, late 80s. So I'm just, this dries super fast, so I didn't even have to bring out my hot air gun, my heat gun, my hot air. I got enough hot air. So just letting this one side dry, the other side is already dry, but you can see how I need to make, I need to do a couple coats on here, but it's already dry, but I can't put it down. I guess I could hold it up. I am impatient beyond belief. I don't like to wait for paint to dry. And that's why nothing comes out perfect. But I am going to get this done today because it has been on my list of things I want to do. I was going to go work up at my store because tomorrow I go to the oral surgeon to get my teeth pulled, and I know that I will not be up for working in my booth at all. But I decided, you know what, I want to try this crochet pattern out. I've been messing with crocheting. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I know the basic of it, but I don't know how to do like patterns and stuff. So I decided today I am going to take time for me and do some things that I've wanted to do because I feel so disconnected from myself. And Paul, it's just me and you again. Oh, Jennifer, hey. I was just saying how I was taking the day off. I put up a video of a estate sale that I did this morning too. I went to 2 estate sales, and I was gonna go to my store and put all the stuff in my booth. But I decided I had these little itty bitty projects around the house. I bought this wood heart, like probably coat rack. It didn't have the pegs in it, but I have dowel rods that I'm gonna put in it. And I might even put in some glass handles instead of dowel rods. But anyways, I decided I am not going up to my store today. I walked 6 miles yesterday while I was working at the store. And that's all I needed to do. I want to do some stuff for myself. My daughter, they took the baby out for the day, and my husband had to go next door to babysit the other baby because Becca thought it would be easier if they just did it, if we just babysat at their house, because then the baby could take her nap in her own bed and all that. So it's just next door. It's not like it's a problem. So I actually have a quiet house that I didn't anticipate having. So I decided to do this silly little project. It's not a big deal, but I'm painting this, and I think I might put some wax on it, but then I'm gonna put these IOD transfers, and I can pick any of these and cut them apart. And it's either that pack or this pack. So it comes with all these sheets, and you can choose, you can cut them out, you can use the whole sheet if you want. So I don't know what I want to do. But I said I'd wait until I got the paint on here before I made the decision as to what to do. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know I have to seal this paint, but I want to use like a dark wax so that it has like different dimension. And I don't know if I have to seal it and then do the wax, or do the wax, is the wax considered sealing it? That's how much I have not done this in such a long time. I used to know, like, all the things that you had to do with each kind of paint, but I don't anymore. So I think the 2 coats is gonna cover this for me. That's what I think. But then I might not have to put color on it. I could just sand it and rough up the edges a little bit and put some hammer dings in it or something like that, right? To give me texture. Yeah, I like the color, but it just seems really, that's the first coat, so you can see it needs to be covered up. And this is the second coat. So it is a pretty color, but I just wanted it, I don't know what I want anymore, guys. Tomorrow, because I have to go to the oral surgeon, and get my teeth pulled. And I am already having anxiety about it, but I am going to take an anxiety pill, definitely. And I already told him, plan on giving me the knock me out, because I don't want to be awake for that. I don't know how you guys are, but I'd rather get stuck than being awake and listening to it and feeling, you might not even feel it if they numb you up, but you feel it because you hear it. Yes, the planes are going over still. Brenda gave me such grief about planes being so loud and I don't even hear them. But now I hear each one that goes over because it was pointed out to me. And that's fine. It's just my life. And when you live somewhere long enough, you grow accustomed to it and you don't even realize. So I'm using one of these really nice brushes. I take care of these brushes. It's not just a regular, it's for stenciling, it's for painting, but the bristles on it, I forget what kind of bristles they are, but they're really nice. You don't lose bristles on your project. They don't come out. They're a little pricey, but you have them for a very long time. So, and I have them with different heads on them, like different shapes, so I can, this one I just picked because I had already used it. I didn't want to open a new one, but they have them where they're straight lined or they're angled, and they're just super nice to use. Look at that second coat is well, it's almost dry. Right here it's not dry. I cleaned everything, the wood, with the crud cutter, just to make sure that there was no stuff on it. You don't want cooties on your project, right? So yeah, going to the oral surgeon tomorrow, and getting 3 teeth taken out, and then the following week I go back and he starts working on the front of my mouth, which will be, I noticed today when I put up my video that you can see my missing tooth in the front. It's not actually missing, there's a stub there because a veneer came off. I live in a loud city too. There's always planes overhead. Okay, so I'm not the only one. But yeah. So I noticed on my video that I talked too much, or my facial expression, I always, use my hands, and my face gives expression all the time. And I realized when I published that, I'm like, oh crud. You can see my missing tooth. I hate that. Okay, so this is going to be a perfect example. Even though I use the crud cutter, see, the paint is not adhering to that. There must have been something on this wood that it's not adhering to. You can see it just comes right off. Even when it's dry and I put a new coat of paint, it won't stick there. But that's what's nice about having the IOD transfers, because this will go over it and you won't, some of these imperfections won't show up so much. So, Jennifer, what are you doing on this nice Sunday afternoon? Paula's sitting on her patio having tea and pretending that I'm sitting there with her. What are you up to, Jennifer? Thank you. I appreciate the prayers, because when I'm sitting there, man, I'm just gonna be a hot mess. Dennis doesn't know what he's in for. When I told him I have a fear of dentistry, yeah, it's serious. So it's getting darker, as you can see, as I put the colors on. I'm relaxing in my favorite chair, watching a movie and listening to you. Oh, multitasking. I don't know. How do you do that with your ADHD, man? I've been all over the board today, and I've taken my meds, but I've got laundry going inside. I bought one of those, it's like squirrel. I bought, because it was on a flash deal on Amazon. They're usually over $100. I got it for $35. One of those bird feeders that has a camera in it, so that you can hook it up to your Wi-Fi and you can watch the birds as they're eating in the bird feeder, or the squirrels. It depends what gets there first. And I'm so excited. I got it for $35. We don't have the money to be spending, but $35, I said, that's coming out of my paycheck. I find such joy in the birds. Arthur the King with Mark Wahlberg. I haven't heard that one. Are you liking it? But you can't tell if you're liking it because you're chatting with us. Ha ha ha. Okay. There's definitely something going on with this. That this is not taking my paint. You love Mark Wahlberg. Don't him and his brothers have restaurants? I think when we were in Tennessee and we stopped at the Bass Pro Shop, there was a Wahlberg, one of the brothers had the restaurant, the hamburger restaurant inside the Bass Pro Shop, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Paula, do you know? Have you been there to that Bass Pro Shop? It's huge. It's the one I put on my videos when we drive to Virginia. It looks like a pyramid just popping out of the sky when you get into Tennessee. But, okay, I got some paint to stick on it, but it's definitely got something going on. I don't know what. But like I said, I'm not too concerned because I'm going to seal this and then put those transfers over it. So with the transfers, you won't notice the paint so much as you will the pretty pictures that go on it. Get this backside one more time. And then I have to get the sealer out. I was just gonna wipe wax on it, but I think I'm gonna spray. I got a new mask so I can wear my glasses. I had one of those masks that covers, you know, so when you use spray paint or spray, you don't have to suck in the fumes, but I have to wear glasses, have to. And none of them fit with my glasses. So I found one at Harbor Freight for $3. Yes, $3. Now, granted, it's plastic, but it covers, it gives you the eye opening is clear, but it covers your eyes, but you can put your glasses on, and then it goes all the way down to your neck. So I won't be inhaling it. It doesn't have the filter like the big fancy one does, but when I'm spray painting something so small like this, I'm not worried about it. Okay. So that's about done. So after I'm done with this and my laundry, I am looking forward to putting my bird feeder together. But it's technology. I don't know if I can do the technology, right? I'm not the best with that. Oh, is Peter on here? I haven't seen Peter in forever. I was wondering what Peter's take was on the new YouTube guidelines coming up. I don't know if you've noticed, but on my videos that I've been posting this weekend, my hashtag after I ask people to like and subscribe, I put hashtag 8,000 hours. Oh, Peter, you're funny. The Golden Girls. Yeah, Peter, it is great to see you. What have you been up to? I've just been getting used to not being an empty nester again. I won't complain about it because my grandson is the funniest thing ever. He comes in and we do a dance. I don't know what he's saying, but he goes, ha, ha, ha. And then I'll do it back to him. And he just laughs and laughs and laughs. The guidelines are what they are, and it does not affect me, so I don't stress it. That's what we talked about on our live Friday night. We just came to the conclusion it is what it is, and I'm just working a little harder to hopefully I'm not looking to get monetized, but it's not about the money because I know you only make a few bucks here, a few bucks there, but that was a personal goal of mine to reach that 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers or whatever it is. And when they upped it, when they doubled it, I felt like I didn't have a goal anymore. So that was disappointing to me, but I agree with you. It is what it is. So now my goal is to get grandfathered in. Let me see if I can aim this up now that I'm done painting that. Okay, if I could get grandfathered in before they change it to 8,000. That's all I'm looking for. Like, not the money, but the, getting grandfathered in, because who wants to have to do 8,000 when you've been working towards 4,000? Just to reach my goal, personal goal. So that's kind of what we covered, didn't we? You two bigwigs who made that change are buttheads. Miss Paul, you're right. And you know, like I have come up with ideas. You know how they have the hype button, but the hype button is for people that have gotten to that point already. They might be newer channels, but you can hype those channels. I really think the hype feature should be for new channels, so that when other people see a new channel they like, they can hype it. And this platform is ever changing, so we need to be prepared always. Yes, Jennifer. It's just like my mom said, don't leave home without clean underwear, because you never know if you're ever going to get in an accident. You want to have clean underwear. I don't know where that just came from, but anyways, I just said it on a live. Yeah, we have to be able to pivot. I've pivoted my channels. You're hovering around 2,500. Wow. But never see them get past that. Yeah. I dropped from 1,000 to 825. Hilda Joy is mad about it, but I didn't care about it. Yeah, right, Hilda. Yes, Peter, you could do editing. I agree with Jennifer, but Jennifer, you could be a professional photographer. You probably are, and we just don't know it, because your eye for things is just incredible. Like, you just make it look so effortless. Effortless? I don't know. Oh Jesus, my channel has had more pivots than a ballroom dance. You're right, Peter. My channel has definitely pivoted, and that's all we have to do with the rules, you know? Like I tell my kids, then they come home from elementary school, I can't believe my teacher made me do this. I'm like, well, let's deal with it. You wish you were a professional photographer? You're sweet. I'm being serious. Like, my brother did it for a little while as a side hustle, not weddings or anything like that, but he would do scenes, and he'd do like 3 pictures, and he did it, you know, like 3, like a color, and then less color, and then a black and white, and they're really pretty, and he did flowers and stuff like that, but he has the eye for it, but he just didn't have the patience for it. Yo, the left to the right, back 2 steps. Ha ha ha, now I get it. I have to say that the connection we are all having right now is very best thing about being on this platform. Yes, it is. It's how we all got to meet each other, right? I mean, if we didn't have this platform, we wouldn't know each other, and we wouldn't be there for each other, and I wouldn't have any friends at all. Yeah, I went through that phase where I pretty much disengaged from people I was associated with when I moved here, and the kids were all in the same grade. Hey, Miss M. But I just couldn't keep up with the Joneses, if you know what I mean. Yeah, how is Lydia doing after her episode? If it was not for this platform, I'd be stuck with my high heels. Okay, Peter. Your sense of humor is good. Have you done stand-up? That's one of the things on my I hate to say bucket list, but it's a bucket list. One of the things I'd like to do is try stand-up. I'm not that funny, but it's one of those things that's in the back of your head, you know? Oh, that would be fun. Lydia will be 3 weeks post-op on Tuesday. She's doing so much better. Thank you all for your prayers. Of course. And I hope the continued recovery. I look hot in high heels. Yes, Peter, I'm sure you do. And I bet your wife loves it. Yes, we have all missed Peter. I don't know, Peter took a break from us. Jennifer, you're probably closer than any of us to it. Getting that last oomph in. So, what are your thoughts on this? I think I'm gonna put like doorknobs, like crystal doorknobs in these holes so they can hang like for hooks. But with this color, these are my choices. Now, this is like a whole sheet, but I don't have to use the whole sheet. And then these are small sheets that I can take like pieces, or I can take pieces off of these. So do you like those? Or this has more cream and yellows and not so much pinks and reds. Now we keep in mind the green background, so I might need to go with something a little more bold like this. It's really not my first choice. I think I really liked this because I could cut them all apart. But because of the green that I painted, I need some bold colors. I don't know. What do these stickers say? Like they make them so that you can put them on jars and tins and stuff. Have any of you used the transfers? A lot of this is in French, so I don't speak French, so that's not going to help. Can you see me putting something on here that I just know it's French and I think, oh, it's probably really nice. And it's like bathroom here. Yes, we love an accent. And I don't have the Southern accent. I can make myself have a Southern accent, but I don't have the Southern accent. As a matter of fact, yesterday at work, somebody told me I talked like I was from the Midwest. And I said, that's because I am. You guys, it's really funny because my husband did laundry like last month and I was like all upset. He just changed it from the washer to the dryer for me. But there's certain shirts I like to hang dry because I'm growing in size and I don't want to shrink any of my clothes. And he just threw everything in the dryer on high and I was like, oh no. So then a week later, he took out his own like underwear and socks and t-shirts and he put his laundry and he goes, I didn't want to ruin yours. So that was very funny. But we kind of have this agreement, like, I'll do the laundry, but can you put it away for me? Like, I fold everything or hang it when it comes out of the dryer. So I don't put it back in the basket and take it somewhere to fold it and do the socks and all that. You know what? I can show you this new laundry basket I got that is giving me motivation. Look at this laundry basket. Okay, so it has, I can't get this, the bar. So you can hang your clothes and then the basket, and it's on rollers with a shelf under there. Did you see it? It does all the plumbing and of things in my family. Mom and sister. Oh, and I are going back to the uni to finish my psychology degree. That's good, Peter. I did. I got my master's in counseling when I was in my mid to late 40s. I might have hit 50 by the time I actually got it because I found a university that would let you take semesters off, or actually it was trimesters. So I'm doing laundry now as I talk to you guys. Trimesters off. We had trimesters. There was 3 sessions in a school year. So I found a university that would let you, without losing any credit, do the take a semester off. And it was good because my dad happened to have passed away then, and so I think I took 2 semesters off. Needless to say, a 2-year degree took me 6 years. But that also includes my practicum. We had to have 3,000 direct contact hours, and I forget, we had to meet with our advisor for so many hours. But I remember those 3,000 hours were very hard to get, but they didn't take them away from you. Like, it wasn't a rolling year. It was 3,000 hours. You had like 3 years to get it done, but they didn't take any away from you. So anyways, Peter, you'll do great. I always find that, oops, something I gotta hang, see? I'm taking his stuff out to hang, and I'm taking my stuff out to hang. Oh, on a different note, I got these great socks off of TikTok, guys. So I like to wear the ankle-less socks, but they always fall off my feet during the summer. I wear regular socks in the winter, but during the summer, I don't always want my socks to show through with my gym shoes. So I found these. I wish I had 2 hands right now, but they have a little kind of sole. It's not cushioned or anything, but it's actual fabric. And the top is the stretchy nylon, but it has adhesive, very light on the top, and it has it on the heel. Now, I have washed these 3 times already, and the adhesive has not come off. I put them on. I was fully expecting them not to be good after the first wear, but they were. They were perfect. And so this is the 3rd time I'm washing them, and I have to say, I'm pretty happy with them. So those TikTok socks worked out wonderful. Just making sure that I get the right laundry. I don't want to shrink my shorts. I'm shrinking them by my own accord these days. But what are you gonna do? Dryer vent is already cleaned out. Amazing. Oh, I want to put in some Bounce fabric softeners. Okay, there we go. Now I'll hang this up. So, I get distracted easily, yes. What do you guys hate? I miss conversation. Oh my, uni is all online. It's better for me because, well, I don't like interacting with the public. Too much talking and breathing, and I don't like that. You know, the only thing that saved me is because I do have a learning disability along with my ADHD. I seriously, and I'm not even embarrassed about it. I don't test well. I test horribly. And the only thing that saved me in school was being able to write my papers and have discussions with the professors, because like I would always get involved in the conversations and start topics because I knew that I cried after every test. I could not pass a test if my life depended on it. The one test I did pass was the state certification test. And yes, you can ask me, how did I do that? Allison, how did you do that? Well, for a year before I even was eligible to take it, I bought this like $400 package, and you can watch all the videos. Like, they put the whole program together, and then they sent you an actual book with exact questions that would be on the test. Not all of those would be. You never know which ones were. And I can't memorize anything either, so that wasn't the good part. The good part is that you could stop the video and figure out what they were talking about. Because like when it came to statistics and all that, I was not good about that. All the conceptual things about counseling, I understood. That wasn't a problem. But I did realize when I started the journey that I wanted a degree in counseling and not a psychology degree, because the degree in counseling allows me to have the license to counsel people, and with psychology, it's you can still counsel people, but you're on a different track. And at least here in the States, it takes longer to get that degree, because then you become a doctor. So it's I just chose to do the licensed professional counselor, and I think Rhonda's a licensed professional counselor as well. But yeah, that's how I decided to do that. Okay, got clothes hung. Let me put on the dryer and then I could step back outside. So I don't know how it is in the UK, like how their degrees go, but that's something I learned, thank goodness, right before I got totally immersed in it and I didn't take any unneeded or unwanted classes. Donkeys are adopted horses. Okay, what? I'm missing you guys because I've been too busy. My wife asked me to put softener in the washing, so I threw a sponge in there. I can't even pass an eye test. Yeah, me neither. I need another eye exam. Peter, I thought the big E was a donkey. Donkeys are adopted horses. True that, but Paula, don't they use donkeys on a farm to keep the cows safe or to keep other little creatures safe from like coyotes? I don't know. That's what I thought. At least down here, that's what I see a lot of. They do. Okay, thank you for backing me up on that one. Oh, my kids are home. So I think it's time to wrap this session up because they don't like to be on, and the little man's going to come out here and want to play in the hose with me. So I'm going to have to say goodbye, and I will be back later to show you how my hearts came out and which flower patterns I used. So guys, take care, have a great day, and don't give up because I'm not, and you truly matter to me. So thank you for the thumbs up and thank you for stopping by.